Good morning. Hi. Welcome back. Welcome back to BlissBee.me, Integrative Holistic Health. I am Deborah O'Neill, the CEO and founder of the company. Energy healing practitioner and also a Himalayan yoga meditation instructor and initiate. I work with Psych K and limiting beliefs. Also a part of the professional series for Holistic Healing Oil Collective and practice regular shamanism. So welcome. I am so glad that you're here. I guess that bubble of modalities would put me into the certified holistic practitioner category if we had to put it in a category. So we're into the fire zone of the body, the fire area, the element, and I said it was the new moon yesterday, but guess what? It's actually today, so it's like I had a new moon twice. Good morning, Marilyn. So the new moon is each moon brings with it an energy. And the new moon brings the energy of possibilities. How exciting is that? And so it's a great time to set your intentions and to really decide what you want to bring in your life. But more exciting than that, on this new moon, it's also Earth Day. And I am an ambassador with the HeartMath Institute. And it just means I get extra little mailings, and they send out things that they would like us to share with our community. So I thought this is a great opportunity to share it with you, because the full moon, the full new moon, or the new moon, brings with it a place to check in with our value systems. So where is your value system in conjunction with the earth? Like how cray are you with being an ambassador for the earth? Or do you wish that you had do you really get this little niggling feeling that maybe you could step it up a notch? And that's for you to decide. That's really for you to decide. I remember being 15, 16 years old and saying my boyfriend at the time threw we were big juicy fruit gum chewers and dentine gum chewers. And he threw his wrapper out the window. And it must have been 16 because we were driving. Well, mind you, we got our beginners at 15. But anyways, I grew up in Winnipeg. So it was considered more... I don't know. You needed your driver's license earlier because it was lots of farmland or something. So anyways, I made him stop and pick it up. And I'm like, you know what? Nobody's going to pick up that piece of litter for you. Nobody is assigned to watching, being your shadow and picking up after you. So I remember really early on the importance of earth and my value system, I guess, with regards to how important it was to me and still is to me, even more on an exponential level, how much it actually saddens me that I was in the Maldives in 2015, a place that I'd always wanted to go, one of the local islands, Mafushi Island. So it's not really resortish, you're just with the people of the island, which was so heartwarming. But the amount of plastic that was washing up on their shores, and then they would have a small part of the island where they burnt all their garbage, and then whatever didn't get burnt kind of infiltrated back into the ocean. And I really felt strong in telling the people that, if a visitor comes, they need to take a bag of garbage out with them back to the mainland. So it's just things like that. And although in my city of Coquitlam, they don't recycle plastic or aluminum or styrofoam, I make sure that I do all that. So that's a great place to check in. So with that, I wanted to go through, when we do our mantra meditation, I'm going to bring in a piece of the heart breath focusing, and we'll offer that out to Mother Earth and obviously to self, and anyone else that you wish to include in that is perfectly fine, of course. And we'll hold my healer stone with that, and hold that container that we have as our safety, and work with it, because we're self-healers. We're also global healers. So I think this is a great day to take this opportunity. So with that, it's also with it being the new moon, I encourage you to pull out your journal. And if not a journal, just a piece of paper. And in the yogic world, we started with, it was a great teaching, was the first question we ask is, who am I? And, I had a bit of a breakdown after my divorce in 2004. And I didn't even know what my favorite color was anymore. I had been dedicated to raising children 5 years by that point in time, and primarily on my own because my husband at the time traveled a lot. And being that Aries Pisces person, my astrological sign, it was really important to do my very best. And it became my devotion. It's called Bhakti Yoga. My children were my devotion, and they still are to a grand degree, even though they're young, beautiful adults now. So what did that look like? I lost a part of my identity and I had come out of the corporate world as one of the youngest female bank managers in Canada. So I had a beautiful reputation, I guess you could say, on the ego side. I was being well taken care of on a very high performing, escalated career stream. But when I had my children, I lost my identity, and I had to fall into the identity of my husband at the time. So there was a lot of sorrow with that. So it took me a bit to get back into figuring out who I was. What genre of music do I like? What do I like to wear besides what I'm wearing taking care of kids and going to playgrounds and going to swimming and going to dance? Who am I? Who am I? And if I can't figure that out, who do I want to be on the bigger, grander scale? Who do I want to be, and how can I live that now? Incorporate that into my life now. So I encourage you to take those steps. And if you can answer those and just rattle those off, yay, celebrate, because that's a big part of the process. And then, challenge yourself. So, well, where do I want to go with this? Where do I want to do? What's my joy level? Because, what a great thing, Marie Kondo bringing in the phrase, does it spark joy in your life? I actually quit playing golf after the last season, last year. I thought, you know what? It's taking up a lot of hours on my Monday night, and it's just not sparking the joy. I'm going to open up that time and see what shows up. My Mondays have turned out to be one of my greatest days of the week. So, and who knew? And, and that will change up too. So explore your own schedule, explore your own calendar, explore your heart. Explore this fire passion of who and what and where and why do you want to be. Like, for me, on me, by me is one of my favorite sayings, because this life here is for you, and it is done by you, right? For you, by me, free to be me. Yeah, I'm going to wear my t-shirt one of these times. So I'm going to come on with my Free to Be Me t-shirt in the next week or so while we're in this passion place. So let's feel our feet on the floor, and let's get grounded, centered and aligned every day, if not at least once a day. And let's allow those etheric feet to drop into Mother Earth. And turn on all our sensory as it goes down to the centraline crystalline core of the earth, and allow that beautiful Mother Earth energy. Once we get attached to that core and we've created that line up, allow that Mother Earth energy to follow that line up and start to fill the full foot, the full feet. And then bring it into our hips and our torso and into our chest and our heart and open it up. Allow it to wash over our shoulders, down our arms, and into our hands. Yeah, with this joy, I invite you to just look around your house and maybe consider changing some elements in your home to support your joy. Is your favorite color represented in your house? Do you have a favorite cushion, a favorite chair? Breathe that up into your throat and into your head, this Mother Earth energy, and out Sahasrara and down the outside of the body. Is your home sensory? Think of the sensory feelings and experiences that you're having right now. Does it have a scent that you love? Do you have some oils that you like to diffuse in your environment? If not, just cut an orange or a grapefruit, or do you eat your favorite fruits like mangoes and papayas or whatever they may be? Whatever is that sensory, that smooth and silky taste and the citrus and the just tingles on the nose. Do you have a favorite blanket? I invite you to take a look around your home. That's a great place to start. Great place to start. Now let's bring in our centering and let's lean into what the body's center is. And take this fine line from the Hara line, from the center core of the earth, in through the spine, in the Sushumna, and straight up, fine line through our solar system, and galaxies in the cosmos, this fine line to divine source creator. And allow that golden white light energy to come down this fine line and into the chakra, into the head, the Sahasrara crown chakra. Give it a little tap if you like. It's a great place to tap. And down into the head and the neck. Another great place to tap is the thymus. Allow it to come in and fill the shoulders and the arms and the hands. Feel this divine energy. Lean into it. And allow it to come down into the heart. We're going to be expanding the heart even further today with the heart breath. And into the lower abdomen, engaging that deep diaphragmatic breath, and into the hips and the legs and the feet. I'm feeling the rhythm of these two energies. Father Sky and Mother Earth, offering the security and the nurturing and the grounding and the physicality of the earth, and the beautiful knowingness and that intuition and the clarity that the divine source, higher self, universe energy brings into us. This is a great place to write. This is a great place to ask questions and just trust, knowing what you see, what you hear, what you feel, what you write is all from a very strong place of knowingness within you. How can we bring in more beauty and creativity into your life? What is it that you want to bring in? Start to make a plan. Start to brainstorm. And from brainstorming, then prioritize. Get a few things down. Or when something comes up, just leave your pen and paper out in different places that you are going past frequently in your spot. One in the kitchen, one in your bedroom, or one in the bathroom even. Anyways, let's take that deep diaphragmatic breath into our lower abdomen as we go into our outro. And call on your mantra. And so hum. And allow the lower abdomen to expand. And as we breathe in, let's start to breathe in that feelings of peace and love. Down into our lower abdomen. And knowing that Soham is, I am that. I am peace and love. Inhaling and on the So, expanding the lower abdomen, exhaling on the Hum. And here's where we set that calm and genuine tone in our body. And this is called appreciating our earth. This is what the Heart Math has sent out to us. And now connect into your heart. Taking that deep diaphragmatic breath and allowing the heart to expand in this peace and love, as it most naturally does with this breath. Now actually imagine yourself breathing into your heart. Breathing into the front and the back. And connect into your heart with all people. Connect into the heart with yourself, with your family, your relatives, your friends, your city, your province, your country, your continent, your globe. Breathe it in, your world, the planet at large. With all the people around the planet who are caring and appreciating for our earth. Now feel into the collective. There's a lot of people doing this today. Let's feel into that collective heart power. What we're doing is we're amplifying the effectiveness of this day. Because we're tuning in to the collective power, heart power. Now hold the vision. Hold the vision of pristine restoration for all of nature. Oceans, rivers, trees, plants, animals, people that live on our earth. Breathe that in. Breathe it into your heart. This vision of pristine restoration. Good morning, Connie. Now imagine a ring of compassionate heart energy surrounding our planet. And see it dissipating humanity's separation and lack of harmonious cooperation. See this ring of compassion, heart energy, surrounding our planet. See it dissipating humanity's separation and lack of harmonious cooperation. See humanity awakening to the next level of energetic connection with nature and understanding of how our feelings and our behavior patterns affect Earth and our own happiness. This is where we take accountability. Imagine this ring, this large ring of compassionate heart energy. Feel it, breathe it into your heart. Oh, surrounding our planet. See it dissipating humanity's separation and lack of harmonious cooperation. See the humanity awakening to the next level of energetic connection. Next level of energetic consciousness with nature and understanding how our feelings and our behavior patterns affect Earth and they affect our happiness. I invite you to take a few minutes each day, if possible, on this beautiful Earth Day, to envision this increasing momentum of people opening their hearts and putting love and heartfelt connection into action. Isn't that great? We're in the action, the fire and passion part of the body. See what shows up? We're on the receiving end. I just received this yesterday from HeartMath. Increasing this momentum, that we are part of the collective. We are assisting in this process. Celebrate you. Celebrate you for being here today. Celebrate you for being a part of this heart opening. And let's close by sending our compassionate care to all those who are experiencing stress from the coronavirus pandemic, from the earth changes, from social injustices, other areas of stress, and to us here in Canada, to Nova Scotia, as they reel through some difficult times. And also add, as your heart guides you, any compassionate care to yourself, to your family, to your relatives. Once again, you go through the whole thing. We can go through the whole thing again. Now let's take a check in where our breath is, our deep diaphragmatic breath. Thank you for being a part of this. And let's tune into the mantra again. So, inhale, so. Exhale, hum. Inhale, so. Exhale, hum. And just take a nice clearing breath if you need one. If sometimes it's nice just to feel the sit bones on the seat and the feet on the floor. Feel the expansion in our heart. Feel that love. Feel that deep, deep love. Thank you so much for sitting with me today and being a part of this Earth Day and this new moon. In Vancouver, we've got this beautiful blanket of marine fog that's just kind of laying over the top of what seems like my house, my body. I invite you to pull out a good blanket, or if you're somewhere warm, sit in the shade and snuggle up with yourself. Our offering today is, you're a great listener. Take a step in. You are a great listener. Trust your knowingness. Freedom right from your heart, right from this space, right to Mother Earth, and then allow your thoughts just to come down on paper. Go out and stand barefoot on her beautiful bounty and send her love today. We already have, but love heals all. The frequency of love is high. She needs us right now. The world needs us right now. We need each other. We are one. I love you. Make it a great day.